Whoop dem cubies. Cubbies.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price, Facebook. Today we are doing Game 4 of the NLCS 2018, and I'm online coach Big Kurt Lord Green. I'm going to be coaching the Chicago Cubs, and they will be playing in our house, Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, Game 4. Cubs back is against the wall. They are facing elimination, and their season is on the line of being done totally. And if the Phillies win this, we are going back to our second World Series for another season of MLB baseball, and I'm so excited about this. Believe me, and this game should be the game that explains it all because the Cubs are on their way out, and Phillies, we're going back to the World Series. Also, there will be other games that will be cast either today, tomorrow. There will be other games. The next big game coming up will be Cleveland Indians and the Houston Astros. They will be playing in the American League Championship 2018. The winner, the winner of the American Indians and the Houston Astros would play the Cubs or us, most likely probably the Phillies, because I think we're going to take them. They're going to be playing the Phillies. So the World Series season 2 last year was Phillies and Orioles. Played the Orioles this year, most likely, if things line up right, and the Indians don't take the Astros, we'll be watching the Ultimate World Series with the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies. And as a matter of fact, Phillies are first place this year. So could that also be a reality even outside of the sports game world? In the real sports world, will we see the Phillies and Astros? Is that a possibility? I wonder. So we're gonna get this going, okay? Because I'm excited about this game. If anybody want to join any leagues where you can win money in my seasons, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price. Or friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell so you can be notified for new content because I'm constantly dropping content. So being as though I'm dropping all this fire, all these hot sports videos, I'm definitely hoping you enjoy this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right, family included, and everybody who comes through who loves video game sports action. And show your love to Philadelphia teams. All right, because the Devin Smith station here is dedicated to Philadelphia sports. That means Sixers, Eagles, Flyers, Villanova, Penn State, Temple, all of the Philadelphia teams that you can imagine in the state of PA is what Devin Smith, I'm the number one supporter of those teams. Now, of course, you have other YouTubers who support PA, no problem. But nobody loves Philadelphia like me here, Devin Smith. And this is why I promote all Philadelphia teams and show love to them because to me, I see some channels with Philadelphia sports, but I don't see it on the channel, on the map the way it should be. I don't, so hopefully in the future we can see more Philadelphia YouTubers um, doing sports of Philadelphia YouTube video game sports. We see some Philly teams in big positions, okay? Just like we see other teams, okay? And this is no disrespect to anybody's team of any city. Share love for all cities, no problem. But Philadelphia Phillies and the Eagles and the Sixers and the Flyers and the Phantoms and the Iron Pigs, Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. What about that? Minor leagues. These PA Pennsylvania teams have to get the love first. So let's get into this game, anticipated game. Shout out to Twitch, those on the Joe Price Facebook, also the Joe Price Hall of Fame Classic Facebook. Friend me there if you want to see all my championship playoff content. I've done most of all the leagues you can think of. Hockey, Madden, basketball, man. You think about it, I've done it. Golf, tennis, done it all. And we're only getting better. August 7th, I also will have the Madden football live streams jumping off. So I will have Madden 19 definitely in the building August 7th. I will have that late night, but it's probably going to take a couple hours to load because I'm going to get the game digital. So I will have Madden 19. Madden 19 will be on deck August 7th. I'm going to have it early. I'm getting the Hall of Fame edition. So I will have that Madden. I'm going to be so excited about the Madden and the new roster. So I'm going to be happy. And I definitely will be live streaming that game like crazy. So get ready for it. And I think that's all. Let's get into it. All right, what we're doing? National League Championship Series. Best 4 out of 7. Chicago Cubs at Philadelphia Phillies MLB Season 2. 2018 coming at you on Devin Smith, PS4 Sports League Network 2018. Founded and started May 7th, 2017 is when this channel started. So I think we're coming on a year anniversary or a year and a half. So we want to keep this train moving. And I am happy to bring all this excitement to everybody who enjoys this channel. And for all the subscribers and people who have supported this channel, I thank you so much for your love and support. And I will definitely be bringing love and crazy gameplay and excitement and funny laughter to you as well and the family.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Philadelphia Phillies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dero, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Nick Pivetta will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And, guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs, center fielder, Ian Happ.
What's up,
First
man?
pitch
Go
of the
Phillies,
at-bat.
how are you?
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field.
What's going on?
Back is Herrera. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall.
What's up, buddy?
And he'll make it into third
Welcome.
base with a leadoff triple.
Welcome to the channel.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gets
drops in
chased,
one
but it
day.
ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew
August
it was
7,
going to be a
big
triple.
day. Madden 19. Madden Football 19. I'm excited about that game. Drops in one day, just about one day at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock midnight tomorrow night. Big game. I'm going to try to have that
Ready to
game loaded
deliver.
all
Here's
night.
the
I'll
first
be ready for
pitch.
the morning.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively
Be
fastball.
big.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Here's
Yay,
the
what do you
0-1
think
pitch.
of Doug Pederson and Howie
Turned on
Roseman
that one and
extension?
crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Okay.
Half at third with nobody out.
Howie Roseman. Okay. Now this is of the Phillies, right?
High
These
pop
are Philly players.
Hernandez
I would definitely
waits on it.
And they can't wait for
And that's the
Madden
first
19.
out of
I'm
the
excited.
inning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm excited. You know, all the
Stepping
new
into
rosters.
the box,
I'm excited,
Anthony
man.
Rizzo.
I want to see
Chance to drive
RG3.
in a run here in
I
the
want to
early
see
going.
Lamar Jackson, Baltimore. I want to see the Cleveland Browns with Fred Teller now. The Browns got a whole new roster, man, lineup. They're going to be nice this year. I want to see the Browns do something. Yes, I want to see Cleveland Browns make the playoffs. Yup.
First pitch of the at-bat
I want
on
to
its
see the
way.
Browns do the
Takes
Browns
a
and the
fastball
Ravens.
on the inside
are gonna-
corner.
But the
And there
Cleveland
are our
Browns, I
umpires
really
for
want to
this
see
one.
them do good.
Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Cleveland Browns got
Dan,
some
we
good
got
years
Dave
coming.
Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the
They're
best
gonna
in the
start being
business, in
good
my
now. Watch.
opinion. But sometimes has a tendency
They got that
to fall
quarterback,
into a
Fred
pattern
Teller,
where he's given a
him
little bit
and
too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do
McCoy,
is
they
open
took
up that
Buffalo Bills
outside
to the
corner,
playoffs.
especially with left-handed
So-
batters.
They got Fred Teller, Cleveland.
Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third.
No!
The run is in to
Oh,
score,
God.
and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Don't.
Well, that wasn't your standard
Right.
sac fly hit. It was
I
hit pretty
didn't
low
see
and
that.
hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the
man,
run
he got
column.
in. Good. Oh my God! We want to close it. We want this to be a sweep. Don't tell me the Cubs are going to. Oh my God! Oh man, they're trying to get life. Oh man, don't let. Oh my God, please. They're trying. The Chicago Cubs facing
First
elimination
offering
in
on its
Game
way.
4. They're trying to push another game.
Good swing. Just got to try and
We're
straighten
trying to
that one
end
out.
it here. We want to end
out,
it in
nobody
Philadelphia. We don't want it to
May
go back
this
to
is the
Scott.
last weekend without football and
Fastball called
excited.
for strike 2.
Oh, yes, buddy.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game
coming
left,
back.
but that is
MC
such
Eagles,
an
man.
important run there in the
Coming
top of
back,
the first.
buddy.
Try and silence
coming-
this
I'm
crowd.
excited, too.
I can't tell you, in postseason play, one
Oh,
run feels
football
like
season's
3
going to
or
be
4.
good, man.
And he comes
I
back
can't
with a
wait.
fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
Football
So
season
1
gonna
run
be the
here
bomb.
on 1 hit, no errors, and
Get
no
those
one left.
Buffalo
We'll
wings.
move on to the bottom
Bring
half
Time
of inning
Bengals
number 1.
repeat, we're
The
gonna
Cubs
do
lead
big
this one
things.
1-0.
Oh, yeah, oh, man, I can't, I'm hysterical. I can't wait.
A moment now to check out the
Oh,
hometown
watch the
Phillies
Eagles do
starting
big-
lineup.
Oh, I can't wait.
Mark, how do they go about winning a National League pennant here at
Oh, I
home?
can't wait.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup.
You know,
I know
I
they're
can't
behind
wait,
right
man. I'm
now, but it
excited
only
about it.
takes
I'm out
one
of
guy
my
to set the
mind
tone
about it, you know?
and get the boys going.
Jose Quintana is the man on
I'm
the
just
mound for the
excited,
4th
man.
game of the series.
Football season's
What's
coming
your
back.
take on it,
NBA's
Dan?
coming back.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose
NBA will be
Quintana
back in,
taking the bump right now.
they got
Really
NBA
like this
2K
guy.
and
Not
Live coming out.
overpowering, but
I gotta
great
get that,
command
too.
of the
That comes out
fastball.
in,
And he does something a lot of lefties don't do.
Oh,
He'll
NHL
come in with that
19 is coming
fastball to
out.
righties.
New
3-pitch
hockey.
guy. Fastball,
I might have to-
curveball,
gotta
changeup,
look at
throws
NHL
all
again,
3
too,
for
the hockey.
strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Leading off for the Phillies, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Oh, I gotta get something. Let me see. Okay. Let's go.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Harvard ball to second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Let's go Phillies.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Do you like the Phillies players we
Here's the
traded
center
for?
fielder, Odubel Herrera. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and
I
out
didn't
of
know
play.
about the Philly trade. Who did we get? We got some trades going on. Who did we trade?
And the new additions.
Oh, I didn't know the Phillies had any trades. I wasn't aware of that.
Lifted the other way to left center.
I know the Sixers
Schwarber
had some
on
trades,
the
but I
move.
didn't know
He gets
the
to
Phillies
it
had
and
any
makes the
trades.
catch for the first out. Here's Carlos Santana now.
First baseman, Carlos
They should be
Santana.
done, man. Oh my God, they still hanging in there?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Hal moving in. He can't get there as it falls in. And they'll have runners at the
The
corners
player from the
following the
Mets and the
one-out single.
catcher from Tampa Bay but has
Hey, that's a
injured them. I
beautiful job
forgot
of
their
executing
names.
a hit and run right there.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
interesting. Must
Oh,
have
so we
known
got
he was
somebody
going to
from
try
Tampa
and
Bay.
get over the heart of the plate right
Oh,
there with
Tampa Bay
something, either
Rays.
fastball or something off speed, because
Okay.
he was coming unglued 0-0.
Oh. Okay. Well, the Phillies is, yeah, man. We're already first place. Phillies got a real good roster this
And
year.
that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Hit the other way out toward right
Get out of
field.
there.
Hayward gathers it in. Here comes the
Let's go.
runner for the plate. And
Let's
the
go,
run will
let's go,
score on the
Phil.
sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over.
Yeah, they're gonna
Phillies
try to
get a
play
couple
now.
of hits here, and it leads
Because
to
they're
one on the
almost done. We almost
scoreboard.
got him. We can
We'll move
sweep
to
them.
inning number 2 here in
They're gonna play hard this
Philadelphia.
game.
All tied at
Because they're
1-1.
back against the wall. They know this is it. This is it. So they better play
Now
tough.
at the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as
He's
it
in
is
here.
5, 6, and 7 due up to
Chicago
kick off
Cardinals,
the
they're on
second
their
inning.
way out. We're trying to sweep them. We're trying to go back to the World Series. We want to go back, man. We want to go back for another shot at the championship.
Infield in the overshift
Gotta
here
get past
now. The
them to do
pitch.
it.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll take one up in the zone,
Do
but
you think
indeed
Eagles
in the
can
strike
repeat
zone
as
for the
champions?
first strike.
Yes. Yeah, I believe that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
I believe the Eagles can do it. They did it last year, and we didn't even have the roster this year. Eagles did it last year. Why not?
Russell
But
behind
the
0-2.
Eagles got a hard schedule
I
this
guess
year.
he's really trying to measure
The
that
Eagles got a
fastball
tough
in his
schedule
first
this
at-bat,
year,
but
man.
you really never want
So,
to put yourself in
The
0-2
schedule,
count
they're playing
if
the
you can do
Jacksonville
anything about it.
Jaguars. We playing the Saints. I think week 13. We had New Orleans against Drew Brees. So
Into
the
the
Saints.
windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Yay,
And a
we
fastball
just
swung
got
on
better.
and missed as he just reared
the
back
Eagles
there.
got,
2
oh
away.
man, the Eagles.
And with 2 away, look at
the
our
Eagles,
playoff
we got
crew here.
Asha. We beat
And the
New
winner
England
of this
last
series,
year.
of course, will
The
have their
Eagles beat
hands
New
full with
England
the
last
Boston
year
Red Sox as
with
they've
the
already
roster
claimed
we had
the
last
American
year,
League
Zach
pennant.
Ertz, and the team that we had last year, Alshon Jeffrey. Now we got Mike Wallace from Pittsburgh, and we got Alshon Jeffrey, and we got Mike Wallace though. That's a good receiver, man. He's a little older, but he's still good. And then we got the what's the guy named
Mike Wallace,
Dallas
for
Goedert?
example, is an upgrade from Torrey Smith.
Oh, definitely. Who did he get? Torrey Smith. Oh, Mike Wallace. He played for
Now here's the
Baltimore. They
pitch.
said he wasn't that good. I like him.
And he'll
Mike
just
Wallace
get a
was
piece
nice,
here as
man.
this
He
is
played
chopped
with
foul at
Pittsburgh.
home plate.
He used to
Bases
play with
are empty
Antonio
here with 2
Brown.
men out.
It used to be Mike Wallace and Antonio Brown, man. Pittsburgh, I think they was winning when they had Mike Wallace. Yeah. That's when
This
they was
is
winning.
pulled into right. And Hayward
No.
has a base hit.
Oh, my God.
Around first, he's
No.
digging for
Oh.
second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is
Hey.
all the way over to third
Oh,
now with
that's
a
not
2-out
good.
triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Damn, the Cubs are desperate. They're playing
the
with all
first
they
pitch
got
to
so
him.
far.
Yeah,
Over the
yeah. They
middle,
wasn't
knee
playing
high.
like this.
Hayward
And they
on
desperate. They
third
know,
with
man.
2 out.
They know. They must know. They got the feeling. This is it. That's why they're playing good, you know. The next 3 games,
Line down the left field line.
if they win
But
this
this is
one,
foul near the seat.
I think they're trying to win this one, so we got to go back to Chicago. It's game 4. So game 5, 6, and 7, if they win this, they get the last 3 games in Chicago, you know. And I would rather get them right here. I'd rather sweep them
Here's
here
the 0-2 pitch.
than have
Hit
them go
hard on the
back.
ground towards second. Hernandez gloves it, and they'll
Okay.
escape danger here after the 2-out triple as
All right,
the
let's
inning
move.
is
Keep it
over.
down.
No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Leading off for the Phillies, right fielder, Nick Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go Phillies!
Guys, that jacks me
Yeah,
up right there.
man.
Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
That's a nice base hit. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go Phillies! Yeah. Oh, man. So talking about.
How you think real-life Phillies can do in the playoffs? Do you think they can make a run?
Yeah, we can make a I believe that. Yes. Yes. I feel we can go all the way. What you think about that? We did it before. When we went, remember we had Ryan Howard, Scott Rowland, remember that? The Phillies, we won 2 World Series. I think 2007. And
Here comes the
2008,
first
Phillies
pitch.
won 2.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
And 2008. So, you know, I got faith in Philly.
Here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Let's go. Let's wipe them out. Over today.
A 2-run home run off the bat of Michael Franco. First homer here in the series, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
Man, I loved the Roy Halladay tribute yesterday in the 08 World Series tribute.
Yes. The World Series. I think, what's the guy's name? What's the gentleman, Holiday? They did a ceremony for him yesterday. Holiday. I think he was the pitcher for them in 2007, I think. Yeah, he was the champion.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Yeah.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. In the air, down the line in left. Schwarber giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He's underneath this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Nick Pivetta.
Now batting, Nick Pivetta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Quintana gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch.
No, Roy Halladay died July for the Phillies till 09. He wasn't a part of the 08 World Series, unfortunately.
Yes, I love what
you're talking about.
Roy Halladay is a great man.
You have the pitcher up with 2 outs,
great man.
and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm mid-8 in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could reach that out, flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And he's a perfect example of a beautiful human being. So my heart and love go out to Roy Halladay and the Roy Halladay family. And the establishment of the Philadelphia Phillies. Roy Halladay, good man.
First pitch of the
at-bat.
always
be in our heart. Roy Halladay.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field.
This one right here.
Going back to the track, to the wall.
Roy Halladay is loving it. He's looking up and he's looking up. He's looking down on us. Look at this. He's loving it.
So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series. Stretch the lead to 5.
We're going to the World Series and we're going to face the Astros. That's who we coming after. We're coming after the Astros. We ready for the biggest game, the World Series. We're going back.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead goes bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now.
Starting to light it up.
And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
Don't look like it. Let's keep it up. What, second inning?
In now, Odubel Herrera. And he puts it on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So that hit extends the inning for Carlos Santana.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now Carlos Santana. He swings and lines it to left. Schwarber is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We played 2 full. Philadelphia is on top 5-1. Leading off the inning, Jose Quintana, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
These are the at-bats that can just flat-out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches he's your first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 8, Ian.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Ground ball foul down the left side. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. The first 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Lifted in the air to center field. Herrera's there. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Moving under at Happ. 1 out.
The right fielder number 5.
Now at the plate, Nick Williams. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I mean, there's
Sorry,
no secret
left
right
for a
now.
minute
There's a
and
fight
you're
at the
smoking them.
background.
I think they
Everybody
gave us
wants up
LOL.
the plate right now. They're feeling crispy. They're all pulling the trigger early.
Yeah. You said they gave up. Well, we still got the 3rd inning. So, I mean, their
Into
best
the box
game
now,
was
Michael Franco, as he rips it on the ground to second. Bare-handed for 1. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Riding in, Wilson Contreras. Here comes the first pitch.
Wow, this is good, and drinking peach moonshine
Popped
with
him up.
peaches in it.
Santana over to his left, makes the
What'd
play,
you say you
and there
drinking?
are two gone now.
This is good. I am drinking peach.
Now batting, left fielder.
Into the box now.
Okay, what is
Kyle
peach
Schwarber. He'll look to
moonshine? What
bounce
is that?
back after striking out his
What is
last
that?
time
I've never
up.
had that drink
Here's
before. Is
the
it
pitch.
good? What is it? Peach moonshine, you say, with
High pop up.
peaches in it? I gotta see if I can find that drink. I should like.
And Franco will make the catch to retire the
I
side.
like the Mike's
Cubs are
lemonade.
down in
Mike's
order.
hard lemonade.
They're down 5-1.
I used to drink some of those liquors when I was younger. I had some liquor, man. Had some Mike's lemonade, strawberry Mike's lemonade.
And that'll bring in J.P.
Strawberry.
Crawford, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
J.P. Crawford.
First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ sprinting after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
Let's go.
Crawford
Let's
takes
go.
the turn at third. He wants it all. And the ball's waiting for him, and he's out at the plate as he pretty much just ran out of gas out there.
Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in,
he
Jorge
was
Alfaro
going to score
flied out of
again.
his first at-bat, so make
no
him
fair
0 for
to him,
1
man.
so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Yay, it's
No
not
balls
bad.
and a strike to
1-0-0 proof it's legal moonshine. Of course, LOL, they sell it's good. They have others like with blueberries, strawberries, and cherry.
Oh, I like that.
High
Oh,
in the
all
air
right.
out to center field.
All
Happ
right,
is
man. I like
under
that.
it.
Gotta give me some
Two
of that,
down.
man. I gotta get. Did you get it from the Wine and Spirit?
The pitcher.
Yeah, did you get it from one of those Wine and Spirit joints?
Ready now,
Liquor
Nick
stores, or
Pavetta.
did you get it from
Singled
like the
and scored
supermarket?
in his first appearance in this
You know,
one.
and they have them in beer distributors.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a flare out toward right center. Hayward coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound.
I got it
Goes
from
out
a
the
local
window. He
liquor
just makes it
store.
his second knock in the
Oh,
game.
okay, all
He's
right.
going to
Oh,
be smiling for a while.
yeah. Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, all right. I can dig it. Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff in there, man. They got a lot of stuff. Even that Bacardi.
Stepping
I
in
don't
now,
drink Bacardi.
Cesar
though, but
Hernandez.
a lot of people like that
And he'll
Bacardi
promptly
stuff.
send it in the air out to
I
center
don't like
field.
that hard liquor.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put
I
this
like
one
smooth,
away, and
like,
that
I
ends
like
the
fruit
inning.
stuff.
Phillies
The fruit
strand
kind of
one.
liquor.
They
Very
lead
little
this
liquor.
one, though, 5-1.
Only a little bit. You know, like a tequila. Only a little bit. I like strawberry daiquiris. That's my
Here's
stuff,
Addison
too.
Russell. He'll get his
Strawberry
side started
daiquiri.
in the inning, and Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Like a water
They
ice.
sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got
I should
hot
like
right
it,
away,
man.
but whatever was going for them pretty much just
Oh,
disappeared.
yeah.
We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Williams is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So one away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see
Dude,
why.
I got some
He's
fruit
been
punch
perfect.
right. I got some
100%
iced tea right here.
of
I
his
should drop
first
some in
pitches
it.
have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Drop a little liquor in that fruit punch.
Fouled away. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Yay, I want to try the
And he's gonna
blueberry
make the
moonshine,
play
but the
over
fruit
toward his
inside
right,
is
and
strong.
there
It's
are two away
1-0-0
now.
crop, so LOL.
Now in the box,
Oh, yeah.
Javier Baez. He's
Oh, yeah,
0 for
buddy.
1 after grounding out in his
Yeah,
only
man.
trip to the plate so far.
You are getting lit. You gonna get lit, MC Eagles, man. Don't go to no game like that, man. I hope you ain't driving. Shoot, you don't want to get a DUI. You know?
First pitch of the
start drinking
at-bat.
that moonshine, make sure you're at the crib.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 for the Ledger?
No motor vehicle.
He most certainly does. 10
And
straight
NCA
retired
dropped
now
some
as that
vodka in it,
ends the
LOL.
inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1.
Yeah, you don't want, you're gonna be lit, man. I know a lot of people like it. They get some of that moonshine or
Here's the
whatever,
center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
I know
He'll
one guy
start
used to
things
drive
out
his
in the
car with
home half of
tequila.
inning number 5.
And Bacardi in his car. I thought he was crazy, man.
He's ready. Here's
My
the first
homies I knew
offering.
back in the day. We used to work at the same job.
Bouncer up the middle. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Santana, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 5-1. Albert Almora will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. That winds up foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Center fielder, number 8,
Yay, I like Jack and Coke too. I kinda like
that'll
fruity
bring in
drinks
the
as well.
Pittsburgh area
Like I
native
can't
Ian
drink
Happ.
straight
He
whiskey.
was
Call
sent
me a
packing on
pussy, but
strikes in
well,
his last
lol,
trip.
excuse my.
Oh yeah, I can dig it, man. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. You know, like basically, I'm not really a drinker, but I take a little bit of
First offering on its
you know,
way.
light liquor, man. Light.
Comes right
I
after
like the
him with
fruity
a
drinks
fastball
with a
for
little
a
bit of
strike.
liquor in there.
Boys,
And I
we
like
see
more-
the pitch count.
I like
It's hard to
more
remember the last time we
of the
saw a guy
fruit drink
pitch
than the
this
liquor.
efficiently.
Just a touch of it.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch
what I
him
mean?
go
I
after
like
guys.
it like that.
He's
Meaning,
forcing a
I get a
lot
little-
of
I
early
get a little
contact, and
high.
they haven't
You
done
get
a
a
whole
little
lot with the
bit,
balls they
not-
put in play against him.
You know, not stoned, just a little.
This is on the
That's
ground
stoned,
over
though.
to first.
Now,
Gloved
man,
by
you get,
Santana, and he'll take it to the bag
They
himself
got
for
some
the
liquors
out.
out there, MC Eagles, like the
How about it?
moonshine,
Third
Mike's
baseman.
lemonade. They got some of that stuff, man. All you need
Here's
is
Chris
is
Bryant
just a
now.
little
0 for
bit.
2 from him so far in
You
this
don't
one.
even need a
This guy
couple.
has been unbelievable.
All you
There
need
were
is just a little
billboards
bit.
outside Wrigley while he was
And
still
that
in
little
AAA.
bit
And what does he
whatnot
do when he
will,
shows
man,
up? Rookie of the year.
Like I said, you don't need a lot of liquor to get lit.
I mean, get in line.
I'm telling you this right now. You
Way
don't have
in
to
front
drink
of that
tons and tons.
fastball.
No, just a little
Stay
bit
on
of
the
some of that
attack if you're
stuff,
the
man.
pitcher right here. You know who's lurking. 3, 4, 5,
Shoot.
and you'd love to see that number 3 hole
You
hitter.
got you ever
lead
had
that
Minute
next
Maid
inning
fruit
off.
punch? Drop a little bit Bacardi in there. You can see a space
0-1, here's the
Martian.
pitch.
Yeah.
Fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Yay, the moonshine
Hey, from
I
an
got is
offensive
called
standpoint,
Moonlight
you better get it
Moonshine, I
ready.
think.
This
Yeah,
guy's not
yeah,
throwing
is
a ton
it?
of pitches. He's confident in his stuff.
Moonlight,
He's
yeah,
pounding
man.
the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the
You're
trigger.
going to start feeling good after drinking that moonlight.
Squared that one up just a little late. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Now a fastball as he just
They
reared
also
up and
got
let that one
moonshine
fly,
called
and the
Firefly.
inning is
Never
over.
tried that.
Cubs are down in order. They're down
Oh, okay.
5-1. Mike Montgomery enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
number 38, Mike Montgomery.
Digging in, Nick Williams. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Right fielder, Williams.
And the pitch. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And he's set down, one away.
Third baseman, number 7,
Michael Franco will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yay, what's your fat drink? I also like goose and cranberry.
Oh, yeah. I don't drink the cranberry, yeah. And I like cranberry, though.
Ready for another chance? J.P.
I like
Crawford
cranberry juice by
tripled earlier,
itself.
making him 1 for 2 in the ball game.
You know, it's pretty good for your kidneys, man. You know, if you drink some liquor, you know, you can mix some cranberry juice. That might be good in it. You know, because liquor can eat up your liver. So I think cranberry is a nice mix-up with that. You know, so it won't have a real bad effect on your
Here's
liver.
the 0-0 pitch.
Put some cranberries with
Popped
that.
him up.
Cranberry juice.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And the runner is in from second. And the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Let's go.
And it's not in time. He's safe. As on the play, 3 runs come across the score.
Everything's done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw.
This is it.
Yeah, anyway, I wonder who you're gonna play in the World
Be
Series.
aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking your a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
Hit back up the middle. And that's the second out.
So it's going to either be between the Cleveland Indians or it's going to be the Houston Astros.
Second baseman.
I don't know either. Between
So the Phillies batting order turns
whatever
over
team
and set to
wins
go.
between them.
Cesar Hernandez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park,
Well, I
just
think
like he
that
did
would
back
be,
in the second. Hit hard to third.
I think that would be
Throw in time, and the side is retired.
that would be good.
Another
you know?
good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Let's go Phillies. Let's go. Going back to the World Series.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in
Going
Philadelphia. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's
We're
check out
sweep
our
the
game
Cubs.
summary to this point.
I didn't think this would happen, but we did it. We swept the Nationals and we swept the Cubs.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air into shallow left center. Crawford has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Damn, these peaches are strong AF.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. First pitch misses to him. It's ball 1.
Jeez,
Yeah, I know it's
finally.
good.
That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Into the corner and slicing foul. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
All right, here we go.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. He got under one and popped out
Let's go
last time
Phillies.
up.
Good defense. Let's step it up. Pronto.
Here's the
I love
first
the
pitch
peach
to him.
flavor, but in the middle of chewing it
A
hits you with
swing,
the
and he pulls
moonshine
it
flavor.
down the line and deep.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A swing and a shot
where
hit
you
down
been
the
at,
corner.
man?
Definitely
where you
had
been at, MC
distance,
Eagle,
but it
man?
winds up a foul ball.
I ain't seen you for a minute, man. I was
Trying
going
to send him
seasons a while
packing
ago,
for the
but,
second
I
time.
saw you a while ago,
And
but
he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
I got
3
my
up,
Charles
3 down to the
Nachos
Cubs.
here, man.
It's still an 8-1 ball
Another
game.
Philadelphian. I was just talking about you the other day. You, MC Eagles, and Charles Nachos.
Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
You 2 guys are my buddy, man. I remember you guys back in the day. I remember you, MC Eagles, man. We go back.
First pitch of the at-bat
I
on
remember
its
you
way.
long time ago.
Here's a
About a
blooper
year
out
ago.
toward left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Okay,
Hey, they've obviously
Okay, base
locked
hit.
in
Let's
on
go.
something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Digging in to
I
try
was
it
over
again.
at a
Carlos
friend's, didn't
Santana.
have time to watch your stream the past month or so. Good to be back and watch your stream.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I didn't see you. Okay, you said you was over with a friend. Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Set. Here it comes.
We always
Line drive to left.
Oh,
In
man.
there.
I was
Base hit.
helping him
And now
with
this is
workmanship.
thrown wildly, just
Oh!
getting it into the infield. The
Thanks.
tag comes down, and they're going to get him at third.
Oh!
Aggressive base running there, following
Right.
some shoddy defensive play, but it
I got
doesn't
you.
work out for him.
Let me see.
Left fielder.
I was
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
good to be back. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line. This is foul for the first strike. 8 runs on 15
Oh, okay.
hits.
Oh, yeah,
And
that-
no
you gotta do
errors
work,
on the
man.
ledger for the Phillies to this point.
Yeah, you got to do work. Got to make the money.
Swing, high
That's it.
drive, left
Come
field
on.
and deep.
Is that it?
Schwarber ranging back. And it's gone.
Oh,
And still another.
that's what I'm talking about. Let's go Phillies. Yeah.
Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot.
Yeah,
His
man,
third
that's what I'm
home run of this
talking about.
series as they
Yeah.
widen this lead to 8 now.
Lovely. Lovely. Woo! What a home run
I
by
think if
the
this pitch would have been a
Phillies.
little higher
Look at
and
that
in on his
ball.
hands, it would have
Go
been
out the park.
effective.
What a home
But he
run.
left this one belt
Let's go,
high.
Phillies.
Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is
Give me
pretty
another.
obvious now.
Up next will be Nick Williams. No balls and 1 strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking balls in for a strike.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is
Yay,
going to
I'm
have to
glad
find a
in one
way
of your
to
top
attack him a little
subscribers and
differently.
commenters to chat
2
while
out,
you're
nobody on.
streaming.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. But we do have
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and
You
that's
know,
how the inning comes to an end.
we do have people that come and go, you know
The
what I
Bills
mean?
tack on 1
So
more
everybody
on
don't
this
stay,
solo home run.
You know?
7
So
complete
there's a
here
lot of people
tonight.
that come
It's
and
the
go.
Phillies 9
what I mean?
and the
There
Cubs
is.
1.
Got some people that subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever. You know what I mean?
Here's Addison Russell. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
So you got some people watch, won't comment, and then you got some people that comment, which I think is fun when people, instead of watching. Yeah, you can watch, but, if you're a viewer, you want to communicate with the gamer, That way you know a real person is playing the game. So, a lot of people, like, I got a face cam, right? I got a face cam.
Knee-high fastball.
And, MC
Objective
Eagles,
number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So, I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
When you're gaming, people actually want to see a face. A real face to the gamer, then you know how people game
love
without
your
the
content,
face.
I won't unsubscribe.
Yeah, love your content. What's that? Yeah, love your content. I won't. Oh, well, like I said, some people do.
The windup and the 0-1.
I don't know, some people do.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera.
You know what I mean?
Makes the play, 1 away.
But, I'll put it to you like this.
Jason
I've been out for a year, man.
A fly out for him in
I've
his
been
last
going
trip.
strong. I've been doing really good with my sports content. I'm coming up to 400. I'm going to come up to 400. That's a milestone for me. I never thought I'd get that much. But I'm doing good, man. My channel picking up. It was down for a while. It wasn't picking up.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. One thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
My subscribers pick up. That's how I can tell viewership.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
I'm almost at 400, man. I'm happy about that. It's hard. It's hard to get subs, man.
1 error for the Cubs to this point.
It's hard for people. It's hard for subs, man.
Popped him up.
It can be hard.
Franco on the move, but it's the pitcher that
You
makes
know
the
your
play.
shit, you
And
know
that's the
Phillies
second
sports and
out of
are a
the
true
inning.
fan and what it's like to be a Phillies sports fan.
Oh, yeah.
At the plate,
you know.
It was a fly out for him in his last
I'm a
trip.
diehard Philly fan, man. You know what I mean? That's another thing too. I like other teams, I like other cities, but I'm Philadelphia first. So, when I came out with this channel, my idea was to promote a lot of Philly sports in my video game sports gaming.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Do something with a lot of Philly
pitch
teams.
hit sharply on the ground. But a
I don't
foul
see it on
ball
other
here,
YouTube
0-1.
channels. I know you do have it, but I just feel like I don't see it enough. Like everybody else promotes their teams, but I don't see the Phillies, like even the Eagles. Now you will see a lot of people promoting the Eagles only because we won the Super Bowl last year. But prior before that, there's a lot of people I know that used to talk junk about my Eagles, man. I loved the Eagles when we were bums. Straight up. I liked them since Randall Cunningham, 1988.
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for striking. This guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Brian Dawkins. Deuce Stanley.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, you've seen some brothers there bandwagon Eagles fans now just cause we won the Super Bowl.
That's right.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First offering on its way. Line towards center field.
I know there's a lot of them.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You know, the Eagles fan, now that the Eagles are winning.
Right now. That's another hard hit.
And the Eagles got a good team.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Super solid at the plate.
Don't forget Nick Foles. You know, Nick Foles, the Super Bowl quarterback. Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz started off, Nick Foles finished it. 1-2
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro.
Philly got
pretty
that
well out
1-2
toward
punch.
right center field. Happ on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap.
I'm not going to stop it. We getting both in.
Rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 9. And the ball's waiting for him, and he's out at the plate as he pretty much just ran out of gas out there. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Pivetta.
They've been a fan during highs and the lows. Eagles Philly throw the break.
Here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him.
Last year when Carson Wentz came to Philly,
really had this crowd behind him
the entire game. You got a lot of people that are bandwagon fans, man.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah. You got a lot of people,
and he
you know what I
fouls this
mean?
one off.
That's just how it is. You got a lot of people, they don't want to ride and die with the team. Build it from the floor up.
The 1 pitch.
You know? They only jump on whatever team wins.
This is on the ground over the first. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Bandwagon
Hey,
fans,
I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit.
The Eagles was the best team last year.
Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
You know, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hard for the Eagles to read. It ain't going to be easy.
Cesar Hernandez.
It ain't going to be easy, though.
Swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. It's the Phillies 10 and the Cubs 1. Back in the city of brotherly love for the 9th inning of this one on MLB Network. Tommy La Stella is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it, but I cried when Eagles won the Super Bowl. I just got out of the hospital the same day cause I mentioned I think thought. And I had surgery.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's a good way to celebrate your surgery, you know?
And that one right
down
Main
Street. That's a good way to help you
Street.
feel better. Your hometown team wins, you know? That was huge, man. The Eagles winning last year, that's huge, man. You know, the Phillies on the map, that's big.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And will steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
We're going back to the World Series for another season. Unbelievable. Great year. Great year. We're going to try to go back and get another championship. I don't know if it's going to be easy, but I'll tell you that.
Over and digging in, Ian Happ.
I know the Astros are much better than
last time.
The Astros are much better than. I think we're going to face the Astros, man.
Here's the first pitch. There's a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Yeah, we got this. You gonna stream the first World Series
you can just see
game.
he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, No walks up to this point, so he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making his
Tonight I
hitters
mean
swing the bat.
LOL.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out.
All right, 2
Here's
out.
the first
The Cubs,
pitch.
this might be it.
A high fastball is in there.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The 0-1. Hit hard down the line.
No!
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Like you gonna do more streaming tonight?
Yeah, I'm not going to do the World Series, though, because the other 2 teams got to play each other. They got to still play each other. I got 2 teams, the Cleveland and Astros still got to play each other. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing more streaming, though. Yeah, I'm going to probably have streaming all night. I'm probably going to do a lot tonight. So, you know, I'm always trying to get out a lot of content. So I try to do as much as I
Rizzo
can.
stands in now as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Okay.
No hits to this point.
Okay. I do a little bit of everything. College hockey, I try to
The 0-1.
balance it out.
Fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, good
Okay,
inside
cool.
fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet.
39,000 people on their feet. 2 strikes, 1 ball. 1 more is all it takes for the trip back to the World
Fouled off.
Series for the Phillies.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
All year, Chicago Cubs season is on the line. This is it.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And this ball
And he
swung
gets
on and
it.
hit to center field, and this should do it.
And the
And the Phillies are moving on. They're headed back to the World Series.
Season in a row, yes. Yeah, man. Oh, my God, yeah. Sweeping the Cubs. Let's go, Phillies. Unbelievable. Going back to the World Series. 2nd season in a row. Let's go, Phillies. You are the National East champs.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding in this one. I mean, we talked about his dominance throughout the game, and he allowed only 1 run. So, to me, there's no doubt he was the story here.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 10 runs, 19 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball, 3 hours, 22 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,500. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.